Being at One Life and just being in life in general, I didn't have a lot of community. Whenever I started One Life and realized that this is where I was going to stay, I really wanted that community. I wanted a women's group. I was not in a place to lead the group, but I knew I wanted a group. So I spoke to Josh about it just kind of casually one day. Hey man, I wish there was this type of group. Just a couple of weeks later, he came to me and said, hey, I think I got something. So Tammy would lead it if we wanted to do it, and so I was all in.
Mickey doesn't think about it this way, but she was an answer to my prayers. I prayed for good friends that loved Jesus that I could be with. Mickey stepping up and saying, I need this, it was almost like God said, yep, that's it. When Josh came to me, I just said immediately yes. I just knew in my heart because I had prayed for that for a while. I hadn't stepped out and said, hey, can we do this? But Mickey did.
I was just baptized in October. I've always believed in Jesus. I've just not always followed Jesus. We started our group, and I've told Tammy from the get-go, I'm new to my faith, so I know I'm not ready to lead. I can be a leader, but I know that I'm not ready here.
We talk around here about our made for this. There's different ways different people lead. Mickey has those natural abilities, but I also believe anytime you're searching for a true relationship with Jesus, He's going to put you in some leadership place. Not long after our group started, my husband passed away. And they stepped in and did everything. They were at the hospital when he was sick, and they brought me food, they brought me books, they brought me socks, they brought me puzzle books. Judy, she made me a quilt of Tony's old t-shirts and brought it to me. I'll treasure that my whole life. Mickey doesn't still feel like she's a leader, but she rallied the troops. For weeks, I cried every group meeting. I just had to. I lost the love of my life. I don't know if I'd be as far past my grief process if it hadn't been for them, because they were there. They knew what to say, they knew what to do, they knew when to laugh.
We didn't know what to do or to say, we just did the best that we could.
Well, it worked. That's right. My husband always said developing Christian leaders is the ministry of being there. That's what a group is so good for, being there for each other.
Tammy and I developed a very close friendship. I consider her my best friend.
Having a really tight friendship with a new believer is a blessing to me. Seeing things through her eyes. She was telling me today, I'm going to ask you a stupid question. It wasn't a stupid question. Sometimes we old folks that have been at it a long time forget those initial questions and how important they are, how you build up on that.
I don't think any of my personal transformation, period, would have happened without my group. It would have been a lot easier for me to just slide back into old ways and old thinkings. Not having people here that support me, help me when I'm questioning things. I don't know that I'd be sitting here right now having this conversation.
It's easier to come to church when you know you've got friends there. During my lowest time of my life, they were there. I don't know how I'd have made it through all that if they hadn't been there. Ryan and Josh and Nikki and Danielle can't run to 400 people, but your buddies will be there. And we never know in our lives what's coming next and how much you're going to need people.
Group is more than just about church. It's friendship, it's camaraderie, it's family to me.
Yeah.
I would have never said, I need a group of people or I need friends until I had the group. You may not realize that's what you need until you have it.
Yeah.
But when it finally happened and it's there,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just amazing.
Jesus and girlfriends is what I need right now, and that's what I get from this group. Everybody
Absolutely.
needs to feel acceptance and love because that's what Christ gives us. But He also puts it in bodily form and puts us together.
Yeah.
Everybody needs a group. Everybody needs somebody to laugh with and cry with that they can trust.
If you can't find the group that fits for you, create it.
Yeah.